Hi sewing friends, welcome to my sewing room. My name is Beth and today I'm talking about fabric sources. A lot of times fabric comes to my house in bags that look sort of like this. When people offer me fabric, I say yes and it arrives. I bring it in the house and I get to dig through and find treasure. Received today was a little musty smelling, so I went into my laundry room. I took the larger pieces of fabric, and to keep it from fraying a lot in the laundry, the washer and the dryer, I take a scissor and I snip the corner of the fabric where the selvage and the edge of the fabric meets, and that really helps with the fabric not having a lot of threads after washing and drying. So I'm going to take all my fabric, the larger pieces, and I'm going to snip those corners, and it's a great way to know whether or not my fabric has been washed is I have those little snips and I can tell at a glance that this fabric has been through the laundry. So I'm going to just wash it with a little bit of laundry soap, and then for some really smaller pieces I'm going to hand wash them in a bucket of warm water and soap. And some of these squares were actually sewn together, but they still needed to be cleaned, so I washed them in a bucket and I hung them outside to dry. Everything washed and dried, I took it to my ironing board and I pressed all of the fabric, folded it, and then it all found a home. I have buckets in a cupboard where my fabric is loosely organized by color. I have some greens, so I'm going to push them right there in the green bucket. And you can see I am not real particular how that fabric is folded and put away, but I like having these doors that I can close off the mess, but I know that all the colors are kind of together. These are some of the things that came in the bag that I will not be keeping. Some older patterns. There was even a little baby quilt that had been finished that I will be donating. I'll be putting all these doodads in the jars in my cupboard, beads, sequins, things that I'll have on hand when I am working on a little project. In the bag, there was also a large piece of warm and natural batting, and since I did detect a smell that I didn't like, I soaked that batting and I squeezed out the water, and I'm hanging it outside to dry. I did not want to put it through the laundry because I thought that might tear it apart. So that's the way I'm dealing with the batting. So I want to encourage you to say yes when someone offers you a bag. You have no idea what's in it, but you might find some treasure. Wash it up, dry it, press it, and file it away for your next quilt or your next project. Thanks for joining me today, and I'll see you next time.